There are women who have lace bras, silk thongs, things designed to excite a man. A thong would look ridiculous on me.
Shoes like these should not be locked in a closet. You should be living a life of scandal and passion. I'll let you do my resume if you let me do your makeup.
Ow!
It's worth the pain.
What was your last job?
Come on, you really don't want to do this right now, do you?
No, but I also don't want you on my couch for the next 3 months.
Why do you let her do this to you?
Because she's my sister.
Is Rose here?
I want you out now. Where am I supposed to go? You figure it out.
Is this Ella Hirsch?
Yes, it is.
Did you have a daughter named Caroline?
This is my granddaughter, Maggie Feller.
Oh, hello.
Turns out I have a grandmother I never knew about. Our mother was dead. The grandmother might have come in handy.
She was impossible, Rose.
We know all about you. Miss comes to Florida to milk your grandmother for all she's worth.
Does this place have a pool?
This place just keeps getting better and better.
How come you don't have any pictures of my mom around?
You put out pictures, people ask questions. They expect you to tell them everything. I don't do that.
What was she like as a daughter?
Loving her in the right way was difficult.
I didn't know there was a right way and a wrong way.
I'm not afraid of anything in this world. There's nothing you can.
What are you doing here?
I live here in an old folks' home.
It's a retirement community for active seniors.
You've got to get yourself together. You've got stuck in a moment.
I always envied you girls. You had a bond that I'd never had with anyone.
Chewing gum?
No one will notice.
Right. Hi, I can talk because I have a mouth. My heel has a mouth.
In her shoes.
We're a pair, like Seth and Cher. They split up. They remain quite close.
I love all these movies. Yes, I do. No, I do. But there are several movies that I'd like to watch, and then it's always like, no, I want to watch this, and that's what we end up watching.
Yeah.
Someday. It's going to be Sam Picks the Movie for the podcast day.
You do pick.
When?
All the time.
What was the last movie I picked?
You helped pick Sudden Death.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Come sit with me before you go out. Let's talk about this.
I love this.
Oh, it's okay. I don't care. You smoke in the house now. Hi, welcome to B&S About Movies. This is my all-time favorite. If you have a DVD from the 90s, you get this. Piracy is not a victimless crime. You wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal a handbag.
I want them to say, like, you wouldn't steal a baby.
You wouldn't steal a mobile phone.
You wouldn't steal someone's dog.
You wouldn't steal a DVD. Buying pirated films is stealing. So if you go on the hood of someone's car outside of Bodega, because that really someone's selling Dracula there, by the way. The guy's like, yeah, I got all the latest movies. Dracula.
Fatal Attraction.
I got Dracula. I got Sliver. Like, dude, it's 2016. I'm just telling you. I got all these bootlegs. Anyways, what movie are we watching tonight?
In Her Shoes.
In Her Shoes. What's this movie about?
Sisters.
It's about sisters. What about sisters?
How they're different.
Yeah.
And how they don't know that they need each other till the end.
Uh-huh.
It's about love. What's that?
Irresponsible party girl Maggie is kicked out of her father's and stepmother's home, where she lives for free, and taken in by her hardworking sister,
Rose.
Philadelphia Rose. After Maggie's disruptive way of ruining her sister's love life, Rose turns out as well, but when their grandmother, the two never knew existed,
This is another movie I want to watch soon.
comes
Family Stone.
comes into their lives, the sisters face some complicated truths about themselves and their family. Some complicated truths.
Do not read the spoilers.
I'm not going to read any spoilers. I'm going to read you some things about who's in the movie. I don't want to spoil a fine movie about about ladies and how they learn to be better sisters is I think it's something that I need to learn in my life.
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz plays Maggie Feller, a dyslexic party girl, immature and often petty. She was 6 years old when her mother died, and has been told it was a car accident.
Is that true?
Toni Collette is a plainly presented workaholic and very protective of Maggie. She was a bit older at the time and knew her mother was bipolar and knew that she committed suicide. Shirley MacLaine is Ella Hirsch.
Their grandma.
Yeah. Ken Howard is Michael Feller.
Yeah. Their dad.
Yeah.
He's
Bro-
in Grey Gardens.
Yes. Candace Azera is Sidel Feller, a stepmother. No one else important. This movie has a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes. Rex Reed said that this movie is pure joy.
It is.
And a movie to cherish, arguing that Shirley MacLaine has found her finest role since Terms of Endearment. Funny, poignant, she uses her abundant humanity and smart psychology to great advantage, lending her knowledge to the others greatly. Roger Ebert said this movie starts ordinary and becomes rather special. The emotional payoff is earned, not because we see it coming, because it arrives out of the blue, and yet once you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Like a good poem, this blindsides us with a turn it takes right at the end. Huh. Shirley MacLaine won a Golden Globe for this.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Best Supporting Actress. Yes. So, all right, a little bit more about the movie, so I can get into it properly. If you like this movie, you'll like every single one of these movies with Cameron Diaz in it. They really need to fix that on Wikipedia.
You know.
Don't you think?
Yes.
Yes. And you wanted to hear some trivia?
Yes.
The poem Maggie reads
Mm-hmm.
is I Carry Your Heart by E.E. Cummings.
Yes.
The original cast was Toni Collette as Maggie and Sarah Michelle Gellar as Rose.
I don't know. I like Cameron Diaz better.
Yeah. The director, Curtis Hanson, asked Toni Collette to gain weight.
Yeah.
So she gained 25 pounds for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
This was... he also directed LA Confidential.
I love that movie.
8 Mile.
Yes.
Wonder Boys.
Yeah.
The Bedroom Window.
Mm-hmm.
The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Some of your wife's favorites.
So Curtis Hanson has directed several of my wife's favorite movies. Mm-hmm. The Jamaican Jerk Hut is a real restaurant.
I'd like to go there.
In Her Shoes was one of the first movies not released on VHS.
Aw.
Yeah. In the book, the dog Maggie steals was originally a purebred pug, but Curtis Hanson changed it as he cited the movies tend to inspire people to adopt the same dog breed in the film. Mm-hmm. Instead, he went for a mixed breed, hoping to help people to adopt a shelter pet.
It's true, because when, About Schmidt, or not About Schmidt.
Yeah.
As Good as It Gets, that movie I made you watch with Jack Nicholson, the little dog.
Yeah.
When that came out, everybody wanted that dog.
Yeah.
Verdell.
Oh.
Yeah, remember his little...
An animated open title sequence was created a year before release, and then cut from the final picture to make the film more serious. Also, who do you think's older? Cameron Diaz or Toni Collette?
Cameron Diaz.
She's 2 months older in her life.
She's in her 40s now.
Honey Bun, the
dog.
mixed breed dog, had the group become taken with her. When scenes are wrapped, Hanson has said crew members had approached him about possibly adopting a dog. Hanson opted to have Honey Bun's trainer adopt her as he felt the dog had a rapport with the trainer.
Oh.
The episode Ella and her friends are watching Sex in the City is Valley of the 20-something guys. Of note, 3 actors in Her Shoes appear in Sex in the City. Mark Feuerstein, Francine Beers, and Marshy Jean Kurtz.
Yeah.
The author of this, Jennifer Weiner, and her agent appear walking behind Rose and her friend in the Italian market scene. Her sister and grandmother also appear in the movie. She's the person that wrote this. She also wrote State of Georgia. And that's it. She's a producer on State of Georgia, which is a TV series. She's appeared as herself on many shows. But yeah, she wrote it. What else should our viewers know about this movie?
It's a very good movie.
Yeah?
It's heartwarming, and I think that it appeals to all people. It's not just a girl movie.
Yeah.
It's a family movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I think that my baby will like it when it's over.
Yeah?
Even though he's hesitant now.
Yeah.
It tends to happen.
I'm in the mood to watch something.
My baby starts bouncing and crying and
Yeah, but I
loves and gets in touch with his feelings.
The kind of movies I like are like screwball, just slapstick comedies or violence.
You're the one who doesn't want to watch scary movies before we go to bed.
No, I don't want to watch dark movies before we go to bed.
Oh.
I don't want to watch movies that are psychologically twisted.
Those are all violent movies.
I know, and then at night I wake up in the middle of the night and I scream.
You do that anyways. Even if I put on cartoons, you'd scream.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be like, barrel.
Ragtime pizza.
That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
I think you should test that. Put a cartoon on tonight.
Oh.
And I'll be like, hello, cartoons. Well.
Here we go.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I might do fold clothes during this.
For what?
Fold my clothes.
No!
Yeah.
You can fold the ones that need folding, but you have to stay here.
I'm not going to go upstairs. I'm just going to fold them while I watch this movie.
Yeah.
What other movies has Toni Collette been in?
Muriel's Wedding.
Okay.
She's in my favorite, Velvet Goldmine.
Yeah.
She is in Krampus.
Oh, yeah, I hated that movie.
That was the worst movie ever. Did we do that on a podcast?
No, I think we got so upset during it we never finished it.
We didn't finish it. I was upset.
You fell asleep and I watched the end of it.
I don't even think I knew what the monster looked like. It was that bad.
Yeah, the monster looked good.
Speaking of that, because I remembered, I think we rented that one from Redbox, or no?
Yes.
I saw how they filled the Redbox machines today.
Yeah.
It's quite exciting.
Yeah.
A guy brings thousands of movies with him.
Yeah.
He does like what I do. He had a little pull cart.
Yeah.
And he was switching them all out. And it was really intricate machine. He had the door open and everything, and I was standing there staring at him for 10 minutes.
Oh.
Maybe I should be a Redbox girl.
Well, maybe find out how to do that.
Yeah.
You probably get to watch all the new movies.
That's what I'd like to do, because that'd be easy.
Yeah.
Huh.
Shirley MacLaine is Dick Tracy's sister.
But there's probably already someone who has our Redbox territory.
I just threw that trivia in there.
I know. She's Warren Beatty's sister.
Yeah. Maybe you can get your own territory of red boxes.
Redbox.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah. My baby's the Redbox girl.
Redbox hoe.
No, just Redbox girl.
I like it to make me sound like I'm from the streets.
No, you are. Well, we're going to watch this movie. The beginning of it has me really excited about it.
You are. There's lots of puppies in it.
Okay.
Lots of puppies.
I'm going to give this a chance because I love my wife. And I like to make her happy.
Tell them what I did to you. Not exactly.
What did you do to me?
How you wanted me to be in the same room with you.
Yeah. I told my wife was doing crafts, and I said, I didn't see you all day. Why don't you come in the same room with me? So my wife sat on top of me and wouldn't let me move.
And stared him dead in the eye
And stared me dead
said, I'm with you.
And said, I'm with you. Then she put her hand down my pants, and she wouldn't take it out, and I couldn't walk her out, and then her wrist got stuck in my pants.
I said, what if we were fused together for life? And then I made him walk around the room with me attached to him.
We are.
Yes.
All right. Well, I love you, and I'm gonna watch. I love you so much that I'm gonna watch this movie.
Okay.
I
know you don't want to because you're making faces. You're going.
Here's what I got that's gonna get me through this.
What?
I'm gonna eat a box of Triscuits during it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that'll help.
Triscuits, ladies, if your man is depressed. If you just want to make them happy, always have Triscuits in the house. Because if you don't, it's the end of the world.
I grew up in a house where there were always Triscuits.
There was always Triscuits. I didn't know this was a rule.
Did you see my mom last night? And I'm like, there weren't any Triscuits. Did you see her face?
Yeah.
She went, what?
Yeah.
No, Triscuits.
Told you in my house they were considered deadly weapons. That's why we didn't have them.
Oh, I loved them.
Because I think
Do
that
you think,
even
wouldn't it be great if there was all of a sudden a commercial and it was like B&S About Movies? It's brought to you by Triscuits.
Triscuits.
But we're
We
not.
can make our own commercials.
No, well, then someday.
B&S
you want to
About
sell it?
Movies, brought to you by lordandlady.org.
Do you want to sell out someday and have advertising or no? I don't think so. Here's the brands.
they pay
There's
us,
a few.
yes, I do.
There's a few brands I would allow to advertise.
B&S About Movies.
Here's-
brought to you by
Brought to you by the Exchange.
Ball Cream.
Brought to you by it's Fresh Balls.
Brought to you by Vagisil.
Brought to you by Fresh Balls.
Brought to you by Litter Critters.
Brought to you by
Caesar Dog Food.
Caesar Dog Food, the Exchange with
No, we have the
20 plus locations in Cleveland and Pennsylvania.
better dog food because he eats better dog food.
Call of the Wild.
And he likes Merrick.
And Merrick. Also brought to you by secondspin.com.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Brought to you by H&M.
yeah. See, these are the kind
All the
of...
people I would want.
These
to
are the
make
kind of
those
brands...
stuff.
If you're a brand...
Brought to you by Bath and Body Works.
If you're a brand and you'd like to advertise on a show,
Mm-hmm.
I think our show is a good one to advertise with. I mean, you get a mention throughout the show.
Mm-hmm.
I would talk about your product. If we like your product, we probably use it.
We use lots of products.
I'm using 2 products right now.
Sam would like to be sponsored by Pepsi Max.
Oh my gosh.
The official race car driver of Pepsi Max.
It's-
My husband.
It's the official soda of the NFL.
Your car's already black. We could put one of them big logos on the front of your car.
I love Pepsi Max.
No.
If
Wants to bathe in
my
it.
nightmare is always that they're going to stop making it.
You know, it's been scary a couple times, but I think it's just because they have so much. Like today,
Yeah.
for your 12-pack, I paid
Yeah.
$2.50,
Oh.
and they've been doing that a lot.
No, it's because it's the time of the year for soda pops.
Mine's never on sale.
Pepsi Max is a wonderful soda. It's crisp.
What about Coke Zero?
No, I don't like Coke Zero. Coke has like an almost too caramely, too sugary taste, and Coke Zero is more of that. Unless you get it really, 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 really cold. A regular Diet Coke is the worst of all diet drinks. It's up down there with Tab. I think
a perfect day in Sam's world. A crisp, cold glass of Pepsi Max and a bountiful basket of Triscuits.
and some dip.
And some kind of dip. That's what I was just about
So-
to say.
some, like-
Preferably hummus,
Hummus.
or some type of
Like a spicier
cheese.
hummus. A spicier hummus, or perhaps some cheese to ladle on top of my.
I wish
Triscuits.
our yard was done, because then I could come home one day and find you lounging under a tree with a picnic blanket with a carafe of Pepsi Max and cookie and cracker crumbs.
My favorite
You
diet.
and Ange will be sunbathing.
My favorite diet drinks.
Mhm.
Diet Mountain Dew.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr Pepper.
Pepsi Max.
Pepsi Max. Those are the top 3.
Yeah.
Diet Pepsi by itself, it's gotten better, but there's too much aspartame. It's aspartame free.
Yeah.
It's still bad. Diet Right, no.
Diet Wrong.
Yeah. Any of the zeros, like the zero-based drinks that they have, that you can get like in your freestyle machine. Not really a fan of any of them. Like a Mellow Yellow Zero.
Mhm.
I would pick the Mountain Dew. I have had Mr. Pibb Zero. It's wonderful.
Pibby Zero.
It's wonderful. My someone said, "Well, isn't Mr. Pibb just Dr. Pepper?" No, it's
No,
not.
friend, it is not.
No, it is not. It's a lot different.
Said, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Good day, sir.
I said good day, sir.
Yeah.
I like Pepsi Max,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm going to enjoy when I watch this movie about 2 sisters finding out about love, figuring it out.
Finding their lives.
It looks like it's about shoes and dogs and old
Do
ladies.
you want to know? It's not a spoiler, but do you want to know why it's called this? No, you don't want to.
Sure. 'Cause she has to switch bodies with her sister.
No.
Oh.
Her sister always believed that she was heavy set and a workaholic and
Yeah.
nobody liked her.
Yeah.
So she's made her happy. So she would buy super expensive shoes and
Yeah.
like that was her whole world was all these shoes
Yeah.
that she would collect, like how you collect G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
and her sister would steal them and wear them out and ruin them. And that was the only thing she had to hang on to because she was always fit. No matter what happens to you, she was always fit. It's true.
That if you're fit,
What?
if you're in good shape, they can't take that away from you?
No, if you're, if you say this shirt's too tight, I can't wear it anymore, I can't wear these pants. Shoes will always fit you, no matter what.
It's how you get pregnant and your feet separate.
Yeah.
Because the bones in your feet grow outward to give you a better base so you can hold the baby better.
Don't crush her dreams.
I'm just telling you. That's what
This
happens.
is gonna get.
I had to study all this about pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. I'm like, you know how Zartan retains the memories of the people that he was?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't know. But that's what I'm like when I write, because I do these projects, and I memorize so much stuff that these facts get stuck in my head.
Baby could probably put it all together and be a doctor.
No. Nobody wants to let me come in. I would be nice to people when I came in, though. I would not leave them waiting.
No, that's horrible.
And I would be like, oh, hi, thanks for coming to my office. I'm sorry, I was watching in her shoes with my wife.
Yeah.
You should watch this movie now if you have it, because we're going to watch it.
They're ready, folks.
For refreshment that is great.
If it's early or it's late, it's Orange Crush, the drink that's extra good.
Fresh fruit flavor.
That's for me, it tastes better.
Naturally.
Orange Crush, get some right away.
Visit our refreshment stand right away for delicious Orange Crush and all kinds of good things to eat.
All right, that was In Her Shoes. My wife always makes
In
me
her
watch.
tears.
My wife makes me watch these movies, and I get very emotional during them because I invest myself in the people, and I wonder what would it be like to be this person and go through this life. And this movie is very hero's journey-ish. Of that you must go through these things and meet a wise and learned master, and you must give up things and go through the darkness before you find the light. There's a lot of hero's journey in this movie, I think, if we analyze the story.
Mm-hmm.
It was very good. I'll eat my words as always.
I told you.
Say, I don't want to watch that movie. I just want to eat Triscuits. And by the way, during this movie, I had Triscuits. They were amazing. I had them with some ranch and a little bit of barbecue sauce. I made a little dip.
Because someone's wife loves him.
I
Bought him his Triscuits.
These Triscuits were the best ones I think I've ever had because they were just crunchy and just right. Crisp and just perfect. And they're non-flavored. I usually get the flavor, and the flavor ones are just more oily and more just, this was just unflavored.
I don't know why people buy all those flavored
The
ones.
flavor ones are good too.
They're good, but you almost have to eat them by themselves.
Well, yeah, that's what you do. You eat Triscuits by themselves.
Ow.
You know what is good? You can crunch up Triscuits and make a breading with them, and that's really
Well, my
good.
baby wanted to dip them in things, that's why I got
I
it plain.
love to dip them in things. This movie is a good Triscuit movie. My wife had a snack of something I've never heard of before, donuts and cider.
Yes, you eat that.
You don't eat that. You like donuts and milk or donuts and
Baby,
coffee.
when you go to the cider mills, that's
Yeah.
one of the big things they always give you.
I went to a cider place, Peace Valley Orchards, with my grandfather when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And they had a sign. It said, "Take one. I'm delicious." And I wouldn't eat one of the apples because I thought the apples had become sentient. And the apples were alive, and they forced the apples to give themselves up for death.
Oh.
And imagine my grandfather, who grew up in the steel mills,
Didn't have food.
didn't have food, got an orange for Christmas one year,
My baby's like, I won't eat these
seeing
apples.
this insane child
Yeah.
with a bowl haircut, a chubby, bull-haired,
haircut.
giant glasses having child, crying because the apples had become alive, and he was forcing him to eat one. My grandfather said, "Look, I don't understand you, but the apples aren't real. They're good. Eat the apple." And I was like, okay. And after that was fun. There's many times in my life when I was a young kid, my grandfather would have to have a talk with me.
Mm-hmm.
Another time, I stayed up till 4 in the morning to watch Flash Gordon with him when he got home. I used to wake up when he got home from the mill and watch Flash Gordon with him.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I couldn't sleep. And he said to me, you know what? He goes, just close your eyes. He goes, and if you don't get any sleep, at least you're rested.
Yeah.
And I was crying because I didn't think I'd get enough sleep before school. And he said, why are you crying? He's like, just sit here with me for a second. Can I tell you a story? And I said, yeah. He said, when I was a kid, I wanted to go to the moon. And I told everybody I would ask. I watched the same Flash Gordon you just watched.
Yeah.
And all I wanted to do was go to the moon. And they told me I was an idiot. Now every one of those assholes is an asshole because we went to the moon.
Yeah.
And they didn't believe that we could do it. He goes, and those rockets in Flash Gordon sound like this. And he just got a really loud fart. And I started laughing. And he said, see, it's not that bad. Go to sleep. I said, okay. And I slept in bed with him.
Mm.
And he would sleep all day because he was in the mill for like hours at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. But he would stay up, or he would wake me up and say, Flash Gordon's on, come out and watch it with me. So we didn't have VCRs.
Yeah.
And you had to get up 4 in the morning in 1978, 79, and watch old Buster Crabbe Flash Gordons.
Who was your favorite character from this movie?
From this movie?
Yeah.
I like the lawyer that kind of turned her life around. He was very nice.
The bad guy or
No,
her husband?
the good guy. The guy who became her husband, Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him.
Stein.
Yeah, Stein. He was very...
You know my favorite was?
Who? The dog?
Honey Bun.
Honey Bun. Yeah, it's a very sad movie. It's just very depressing.
I'll make you watch
It's
it again.
way darker than you think it's going to be because you see the beginning like, oh, everybody's funny and old people dance and stuff. And it's just like sisters ruining each other's lives and just pain. Yeah. We went through some family drama this week, so like it's a little fresh.
A little fresh.
Not personal family drama per se.
Yeah.
I was the collateral damage of family drama. This is what happens, I've realized in my life sometimes, is like big stuff happens and I don't know what happened. I don't know how to deal with it, and I've been in the periphery.
Yeah.
Yet I'm always like, kind of like,
Oh, and put on the chopping block.
I'm the one getting off the beach.
The sacrifice.
I'm the one jumping off the beach at Normandy, like, doo doo doo.
What is that?
That's a scab. You shouldn't think it. You should no. Please don't.
On the podcast.
Marriage is pain. Oh, jeez.
I got it.
Oh my God. Marriage is pain.
Let me see.
No, please don't pull anything off
it's
my.
bleeding.
Oh yeah, it's bleeding everywhere now. That's what happens when you rip a scab off.
Let me see. I just
Don't.
want
Please
to
don't.
see if I have to get a Band-Aid for it.
It doesn't need a Band-Aid.
Lay back. I won't pick it again. I just
want
want
to.
to
I
see.
just want to sit here.
Is there blood?
There's a lot of blood.
No.
This morning I was trying to do my hair, and my
I
wife.
have that, whatchamacallit.
What?
There has to be some disease. They haven't made it up yet, but...
No, my mom has it too. So when I was a kid, she would get like a hair clip,
Yeah.
and she would go push it against one of my pimples,
Yeah.
and just like smash one of my pimples.
Yeah, me and Devin have it. Devin has it too. He does it to Pat all the time. But, like, it's not whatchamacallit.
I'm glad that I'm glad that everybody.
Where people make you sick, it's just I don't want to inflict pain, but I can't
please don't
have
pick-
these things on my husband.
Pick at my leg anymore, please.
Can I just...
I love you very much. Please don't pick at me just for a little bit.
Oh.
I am very, my leg really hurts.
Oh,
I'm glad that people
help
can.
it.
I'm glad that people can hear this podcast so they can
Help you.
not help me. But just there's some people know. There's no other. I have no other scabs on me.
There's one.
Okay, what's that?
It's a scab.
Here.
No, I do it.
Here, there's another one here.
Weird, that's one.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you didn't get it all. Where's the
I'm
other
so
one?
glad you didn't go to Japan when I did barbed wire matches.
Oh, you would have been dead.
Yeah.
You would have been bled to death.
He was scraping me. You know what they said to me in Japan whenever I got there? I was getting ready to do my first match. I was walking to the ring, and they had taken down all the ropes and replaced them with barbed wire.
They said good luck.
No, they replaced the corner puckles with fluorescent light tubes and a box.
Why would you wrestle
And
there?
just when you're wrestling for the Yakuza.
Well, let me pick your scabs, but you're going to go
No, I can tell you why. When you're wrestling for the Yakuza,
Yeah.
and you get there, and you say, hey, I didn't agree to get into a ring where there's boxes of barbed wire all over the place. Just boxes. Not even spools. Like someone went, oh, I have some extra barbed wire. I'll just put it in a box for you to take a back bump on. You know what I said? I said, I didn't agree to do this match. And they said, we gave you 170,000 yen.
Yeah.
I said,
How much is that?
$1,700.
Is that how much you got for the whole trip?
And they paid for the trip and my hotels and all my meals. So it's pretty good money.
Yeah.
And I thought,
When did you quit work to go do it?
no, I took a vacation for 2 weeks. It was Golden Week. And I said, well, the most I've ever gotten paid for a match is $50.
This is
I'm
a step up.
doing 11 matches, so I'm making about $170 a match.
11, you didn't tell me that. I thought it was for one match.
No.
And I said, my baby made the big time.
No, for $1,700, I'll let somebody take off one of my fingers. But, yeah, so then I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And, so I did. Fast forward an hour, I'm sitting inside a hotel, porn hotel. Because that's where they put you up. They're like, oh, yeah, just go rent some movies. And I have a brush, and I'm pulling pieces of glass out of my arm. And I said, I really feel like a rock star now. But I did it. But if my wife had been there, you could have been like, let me pull that scabs out. They would just start screaming from the room. And that's why I love you. Anyway, about this movie, I think Toni Collette was lovely in it. I think she did a good job. I think Cameron Diaz, fathers everywhere love her. They love her from that butt shaking scene in Charlie's Angels.
My dad's never seen that.
Oh, my dad owns it. It's one of the few movies my dad owns. He owns both Charlie's Angels movies.
For that very reason.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not for that scene, just he loves the Charlie's Angels movies. McG directed them. Remember we talked about him before, like he was a thing?
Yeah.
He was almost directed a Superman movie at one point. Oh, he did. He did the one movie where Superman stalks a family.
Yeah.
With Cyclops. And Superman's kid just randomly kills people and nobody thinks it's weird.
Yeah.
That's a horrible movie. Probably the worst movie I've ever seen. This movie is much better than it.
Yes, it is.
Anything you'd like to say about this movie?
I love it.
How many times have you seen this movie?
Like 50.
What would you give it?
A-.
I'd give it a B+. Yeah, have you seen this movie out there, fans? Please reach out to us at B&S About Movies at gmail.com, or you can leave a YouTube comment. Thanks. A lot of people have been subscribing on YouTube. Or you can leave us a message on Facebook. We're getting ready to go on vacation.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll watch some movies on the road. Maybe we'll do an episode.
Taking the week off.
What if we do an episode on the road, just like where we talk during a road trip? Maybe we'll do a little road trip episode where I'll talk about my favorite directors and bore you.
Good. I'll be asleep. It'll be the Sam show.
No, you should come on and be like, I'll talk to you and we'll talk about our favorite directors. Say, I'll talk to you about Fulci.
I don't have favorite directors. I have favorite movies.
I can tell you one of your favorite directors. The guy who did this movie. John Carpenter. You like... you like Mario Bava?
Yes.
You like his colors are beautiful. And the fashion.
Yes, a fashion.
Well, thanks for listening.
Yeah,
this is a lovely episode. I cried several times during the movie, and then afterwards scabs were torn from my body.
Yes.
Well, as Becca always says.
I'll see you at the movies.